Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Juice with Cupcake Art. So today we're gonna get into this good video. We're gonna go ahead and see me react to the WBTV running up on Alyssa Michelle Hyatt at her job. If you guys want to see this, go ahead, get your blunt, get whatever it is you need, and let's go ahead and get into tonight's commentary. I'll be back, guys.
Tell me everything!
Coming at ya. Bomb style disaster. Coming at ya. At ya. Tell you when it's master. Coming at ya. Coming at ya. Bomb style disaster. Coming at ya.
Talk with them. What did you find out?
Sources sent me off to where one of those friends on their trip with Shanquella could be, Molly. And yes, we spoke quickly, but our goal was simply to ask what happened to Shanquella Robinson.
That's right. Get some answers. I know that's right.
From Charlotte to High Point, North Carolina. We're headed to High Point to find one of the friends of Shanquella Robinson. We received a tip on an address, so we'll see if she is willing to talk. The goal of this trip was to ask the one question that is being asked around the country, as the death of this Charlotte 25-year-old has raised eyebrows nationwide.
Why?
What we wanted to ask happened to Shanquella Robinson. WBTV photojournalist Noah Shun and I arrived in High Point around 4:30 on Monday afternoon to find one of the friends who was reportedly inside the hotel room with Shanquella in late October, when this viral video was taken. A source said the reported friend would be leaving work around 5 p.m. I was also given a name, which we're not repeating because no person around Shanquella has yet to be charged in the United States. We haven't talked to any of the friends. Their numbers have been
I'm gonna pause this.
No one's answering at their home
addresses. Let's just get through it.
So we just simply want to know again what
commentary.
happened to Shanquella. Right at 5 o'clock. A woman fitting her description walked out of a business. I then approached her, and again, we're blurring her face because no charges have been filed. This is how our conversation went.
Raggedy.
Hi, I'm work for WBTV. We're just trying to figure out what happened to Shanquella.
Why you running?
Any comment? She closed her car door and then drove off without answering anything.
All right, guys. So tonight this morning, we are actually going to talk about Alyssa Michelle Hyatt. Now, y'all know they ran up at her job. Okay, WBTV actually went by her job. They were given a tip of where she worked. I guess this has hit such national news that she worked at a certain location. Somebody recognized her, contacted the news, gave them an address, and they basically rode up there to go see her. Like, listen, what's going on? Why are we having no answers? What happened to Shanquella? What went down in that room? Now, this is what's crazy to me. All of these people have been hearing us say to them, we want justice. They've been hearing us say, we want to know what happens, right? Why hasn't anybody come out and spoke to what went down in that room? These kids know that they're all in trouble, and yet not one of them has come out and spoke about what went down in that room. And I can't even go off of what Nazir said because we don't even know how truthful that is. Do you understand? We don't even know what truth is in Nazir's statement or not. You understand what I'm saying? But all of these kids know what's going on. They see this stuff on social media. They see all of what's going on. I'm pretty sure she knows where Dejanay is at. I'm pretty sure she has been in contact with Dejanay. She gonna tell the cops, no, I ain't heard from her. That's a lie. That's a lie. Alyssa Michelle Hyatt, what happened? One of y'all need to open up your mouths and one of y'all need to talk. Because at the end of the day, all this going on and y'all keeping her parents suffering and y'all know what's going on and y'all knew what went down. You knew what took place. And so this was the crazy thing about it. Everybody's like, oh, Alyssa Michelle Hyatt's sister died. Now, I don't know if y'all are familiar that, yes, Alyssa Hyatt Michelle's sister did die. Now, what happened was she was murdered. They did find her the morning that they all left for that trip for Cabo. Now, a lot of people were speculating, why would she go on a trip knowing that her sister just died? Wouldn't she want to be there to support her family? What was so important to go onto this trip? Well, I don't really think anything with that, just because anybody can go through grief. We don't know if she felt Shanquella had already paid for it, and that was why she didn't want to cancel the trip. We don't know. But I'm not just going to take because somebody's family member died, they ain't supposed to go on a trip. You know, sometimes people do. People deal with death in different ways. So I'm not going to speculate on that. I know a lot of bloggers have. A lot of bloggers have talked about, oh, well, the sister died. Why would you? I mean, that's not out the norm for somebody to go on a trip. Now, is it something I would have done? No. Is it something a lot of people would have done? No. But then again, there are people out here that was probably like, well, I didn't see anything wrong with her going on a trip. So obviously, there are people out here who would do it. Okay. That's clear. Secondly, I'm really pissed off to see all of them going on with life, living life, while yet this family suffers. Yet, this girl is dead. You understand what I'm saying? Everyone that loved her is in pain behind this, and yet you get to go to work and you get to act like nothing ever happened. It must be nice. I'm frustrated about that. I'm disgusted. I don't understand why those kids haven't been charged. Anybody, you have a video. You clearly saw that they were watching this fight. Nobody put a stop to it. You know the injuries were sustained during the fight. So I'm having a hard time understanding why charges have not been brought not just against Dejanay. I don't understand why ain't none of them behind bars right now. And the U.S. has the right to charge them. They don't need Mexico to charge them. It was a crime against another U.S. citizen. So therefore, they don't need jurisdiction. Now, Mexico, we want it all handled in Mexico because that's where it actually happened. Here in the States, we know if you killed somebody in a different state, you would be extradited back to that state to deal with the what you did. Just like Jeffrey Dahmer, when he killed that kid, he had to go back to the state that where he committed that first murder. Okay, so at the end of the day, we know that they can do it. Why haven't they been charged? And then from my understanding, hearing about the extradition process and how the extradition process goes, that could take years, they said. So Dejanay's liable to be sitting for years. They haven't caught this girl. They don't know. I don't even think they know where she's at. I don't. And I don't know why the lead attorney will put out there that she was caught when it's clear the family has come out and said that nobody was caught. So that kind of upset me a little bit with him, because I'm like, why would you feel the need to make up a story, or why would you chase a story that you know was not factual? It was too soon for them to have gotten her. I mean, we got the arrest warrant, but we haven't gotten her arrested. Nobody has been arrested as of Shanquella's family. Nobody has been arrested. So let me get that information for you guys. Nobody has been arrested. No one. Okay, in the death of Shanquella, nobody's been arrested. Now, there's been warrants issued, but nobody has physically been arrested. So I don't know if you guys were wanting to know that information. Did you know if anybody had been? No. If you didn't, well, now you do know. Nobody has been arrested. So I don't know why the certain YouTubers are putting that information out there when it's clear the family has just come out in a rally that they did for Shanquella about four or 5 days ago, sometime last week. Charlotte, North Carolina got together. They all kind of rallied at the church in support of the family. And they talked about this in the video, talking about how nobody has been arrested yet. Warrants have been issued, but nobody has been arrested. So we know Dejanay is not in custody. And we know nobody else is in custody at this time. Now, apparently, Nazir, I know y'all had a lot to say down in the comment section about Nazir Wiggins and the whole situation. I was not clearing Nazir Wiggins. What I was trying to explain to y'all is how detectives look at this. When you're a detective, you have to hear all sides to the story. You can't just hear one part of the story because you're upset or because we all want justice. Yes, but there are many sides to this story. And so you have to allow everybody to tell their side of the story. Now, whether we agree with it or we don't, do I believe he didn't know nothing? Nah, he knew. Do I believe that he should be held accountable? Yes, I do, because you went along with it. Nobody forced you to do it. Now, the reason why I said he could have been forced to do it was because under tumultuous stress, there is a such thing. And if you guys are not familiar with that, go look it up if you don't believe me. But there are people who do things under stress. And so because he wasn't there early in the morning, and I'm going to debunk that lie. Nobody was on FaceTime. Nobody was on FaceTime. I'm going to debunk that lie. I'm going to tell you now, there was nobody on FaceTime. From my understanding, from what they reported, they were all recording the fight. Nobody was on FaceTime. So Nazir did not know about the fight prior to being there. He was not on FaceTime with anybody prior to being there. He didn't find out about this until he got there, from my understanding. And if they did call Nazir, what was he actually going to be able to do? Nothing. Nothing. You understand what I'm saying? He was already on his way there, even if they did. But I am going to debunk that nobody was on FaceTime. And this is per the family. So I'm going to go by what the family is saying. Nobody was on FaceTime with anybody. They were all recording the fight. Now, we do know, according to the Mexican authorities, somebody broke up the fight. Now, originally, I was under the impression Alyssa Michelle Hyatt broke the fight up, but they've debunked that lie. She wasn't the one that broke the fight up. Now they know she was one that recorded. So that might be how Winter Donovan got caught in people thinking that Winter Donovan had something to do with this in the second video, because from my understanding, the reporters, y'all guys know, said that pretty much somebody broke the fight up. And then that was when she was body slammed by Dejanay, and she went into convulsions after that, and Shanquella never got up. So at the end of the day, these lies have all been debunked. But something I am going to say, it is very disrespectful for YouTubers to get up here and tell these lies for clickbaits and for doing certain things to get views. And you guys are going in and you're viewing it because you think that's what's happening. They're not sticking to the facts of the case. They're not researching the case. They're just going off of what other YouTubers are doing and stealing each other's content and all kinds of stuff. And to me, that's not okay. Get your own content, one. Secondly, stop trying to steal and clickbait and make up materials. I ran across a post yesterday that said Shanquella's sister was feeding the Cabo 6 information, and was she jealous too because she was, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This woman has clearly come out and supported her family, supported her sister, and wanting justice for her sister. And then this is what y'all turn around and do. The internet has such a lack of respect. And I've said that. I said that on my TikTok, like such a lack of respect. And I wasn't going to put this YouTuber on blast because I'm a YouTuber. It ain't necessary. But the point of what I'm telling y'all is stop just clicking into every video. Now, Gossip Girl XOXO. Now, the video that I did a reaction to was a reaction to the video showing y'all what she was saying. And apparently, allegedly, that's why we say allegedly, because until we can confirm any of these people, we don't really know. Now, the incident with Gossip Girl talking about Nazir's mom, she was reading along with the reporter who got Nazir's mom to talk. So she was reading Nazir's part, Nazir's mother's part, and the reporter was reading her part. She never once said that this, she said that this, now why they said it was a confession was because she said, of course they did. Yes, they did. So I wasn't able to find anybody by the name of Don Costner. I looked the name up on Instagram. I wasn't able to locate anybody. So this could have been something that was, the account was disabled. I don't know. So that's why I've just decided to make a conscious effort and decision to not look up any more information on anybody's page, react to anybody's. If it's not something I found out for myself, if it's not something that I was able to research and look up and get the information to bring it to you guys, I will no longer be talking about it. Just as if I brought you this video to show you, yes, she was confronted. Yes, they did confront her at her job. This is not fake. And again, I don't do what every YouTuber does. So guys, you get up here looking for me to be like every YouTuber. I'm not. I'm myself. This is me. And I report it the way I report it. And a lot of times it's just to kind of discuss it with you guys. Like, what do you think? This is my thoughts on it. Now, I had somebody down in my comment section who replied to my video about DJ Twitch. Now, I am going to talk more about DJ Twitch because I did think it was mighty suspicious that everybody connected to Jenna Ellen has somehow committed suicide. And it's just weird how these people are committing suicide, but yet they're fine months before. Nothing out of the ordinary, but yet it's almost feeling like Anne Hatch was running for her life, and now we're feeling like maybe DJ Twitch had gotten a phone call, something was going on. Now, me personally, I'm not going to speculate it was the wife. I'm not going to speculate and blame that woman unless it comes out that that was the case. We're going to look at it as it was something else that obviously caused this man to go ahead and take his life. But again, that'll be a further video I will be bringing to you guys. I cannot say how quickly I'll be bringing that because, again, it takes time to do research to see if any of this has links. But yes, I've seen all you guys' comments regarding, and guys, I appreciate all 287 of y'all. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, showing your girl some love for my content. It's been a long time, and I'm gonna keep busting out this content for y'all and keep bringing y'all these stories, and we're gonna keep talking about it. But I did want to go into more about his death as well to kind of see what happened, what was going on surrounding this. Now, some people said it was a financial thing, And who knows? We don't know. But guys, again, this has been your girl, Juice Cupcake. I just wanted to bring you a little bit of commentary just to kind of show you what WBTV did and how they ran up on Alyssa Michelle Hyatt at her work. Yes, it is true. And again, you guys down in the comment section, tell me what y'all think about that. Do you think, I kind of figured she wasn't going to say anything just because it's kind of on the spot. These kids want to get paid. They've all become famous from this. You understand? So they've got a lot to gain from this too. And they're going to get, what I'm saying? And I think that's so sad. They should all be sent behind bars. You shouldn't be able to live your life. Why should you be able to live your life and this girl didn't go home? You should be behind bars, which tells me the fact that she ain't behind bars, the other ain't behind bars, that means they all was talking and they all have pointed the finger at Dejanay. That's what that tells me. The fact is that only one arrest warrant has been issued and none for these others. So I'm guaranteeing maybe there was no fault. Maybe there was no charges they could bring them up on for just watching a fight. They didn't know that it was going to turn into such a thing. Who knows? I don't know. But tell me what y'all think down in the comment section about this. I mean, me personally, I don't think it's right, but we know life is unfair and that's just life. Guys, again, it's been your girl, Juice Cupcake. Time's up. I gotta go. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Definitely support and, try to support your girl's content.
Coming at ya. Bomb style disaster. Coming at ya. Now,